cost you any money, though.
John, thanks again. John. Okay, next item on the agenda, everybody should have in their folder a letter from the YLPA. The letter is addressed to Mike Cotton, the Regional Traffic Engineer for the New York State Region 8 DOT. This is a request for a reduction of speed limit on two roads in Yankee Lake, North Shore Drive and Smith Road. That was made to the DOT and forwarded to us. Basically what, oh, John, while you are here, this ties right into something, sorry.
You can't leave.
Originally, I want to say it was about 2 years ago maybe, somebody had requested for, it might not even have been that long ago, somebody requested for a speed limit reduction on these roads from 55 to 30. Do you recall anything about the county having already done the survey and it was dug up? I saw it, I actually saw it. It was dug up that the county had surveyed a lot of roads in Mamakating. And a lot of roads that we believe to be 30 or 55 were in fact already designated as 30-mile-per-hour roads, and one of them was in fact North Shore Drive. And do you remember that? Mm-hmm. One was North Shore Drive, and the other one was Smith Road. It had been done years ago, mm-hmm. And I was just curious if you knew anything about that, because I was wondering, we also are getting a request for a reduction in speed limit on South Road.
South Road is a little bit different. On the other, I'll defer to Jeannie, because I know there was something, but I don't have a copy of that report or anything from the county.
Yeah, and then they were posted once. You can only
I
apply
so.
once in so many years to begin with.
Yep.
And then when we did this a couple of years ago for these roads, the letter came back from Binghamton saying that they were already,
They had been done in like the 80s.
yeah, posted for 30, even though they weren't posted.
But there was, I remember seeing a map, and I'm curious if where would we be able, do you have any idea where we would be able to find that?
I would not.
Resolution. An old resolution.
Well, if they supplied a map, it would probably be in, I would think it would either be in Jeannie's files, maybe the highway department file. You may want to ask.
Maybe the county would have it?
The county would have it for county roads. South Road, I don't believe the county
You
would
don't have
have.
to file through the county for that, or the DOT would have it, I would guess. Or we just
Yes.
check Region 8?
That's good.
Okay.
The South Road reduction, which you're going to be receiving shortly, you mentioned that, that relates to,
Natty Yellow subdivision.
Yes.
And the Ashtoa standards.
yes, but they submitted just a plan basically saying, okay, the town adopted this regulations, we want the site distance, and they provided a table, we reviewed it, and basically I just knew that it was 55 miles an hour speed limit down there, south of Haven. They weren't aware of it, so that's why they're petitioning you, because they can't have this, they don't get the site distance unless it's dropped down to 35 miles per hour. They cannot meet the site distance.
Right.
So that's the request.
No, I'm aware of that. I was just curious if you knew it, had known anything of that map.
It's not ringing a bell, to be honest with you. I know there was some, and I think in Burlingham Road, they looked at it one time too, if I remember, but
It's county road though.
that's a county road. But again, people had petitioned the town at one time to reduce that, and I think we put a request for it.
55 reduced to 40.
Yeah, I think that was done. But I'm not aware of a map, but
Burlingham Road was 55
Yeah.
miles
Yeah.
per hour.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
well, just if you think of it, just South Road is 55.
Yeah.
Running it, I get scared because it's
But
still too fast.
back then, there weren't that many cars.
We were better drivers when we were younger.
55 is the one
Oh,
Randy could
yeah.
stay on.
Unbelievable speed.
All right, I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, have a good night.
Anyway,
My concern with this letter is, since they've raised some issues here, does this make us vulnerable?
No, all that happens regarding Mrs. Jean, we could then make a request, we just pass this on.
Yeah, if they requested, then I have to check the files, because if we did a road within so many years,
you can't request
I
it
can't
again.
send it to the county, who sends it to Binghamton, who sends it back to me.
And says don't request for another 2 years because you made the request.
Right.
Understood. Okay, well, but in any event, what they did was they did a survey of the residents on the road, and an overwhelming amount of them had thought that they would consider actually a 15-mile-per-hour speed limit to be appropriate.
And that's the other thing.
Well, you have to go drive them, you got to look at the condition of the road.
No, they won't, you can't request a speed limit, you can't say they're 55. or
Right, they're going to tell
30.
you.
They're going to tell
They
you.
come down,
Right.
and DOT comes down and does an evaluation.
Right.
They tell us.
I
if
understand
they're
that.
lower.
So this is going to be in front of us for a little while. Mrs. Doherty, if you could try and find out by the next meeting perhaps when we had that done and how long it takes.
These roads?
Yep, it was the same two roads and it came up last time.
It was only a few years ago. Okay, I will check that for you.
We have executive session.
Is there anything that anybody has to discuss in the executive session? Just you, Commissioner? Okay, I'm going to need a motion to go to executive session for a personnel issue.
I'll make a motion.
Motion, Mr. Salamone. Second, Dr. Justice. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Excuse us, we'll be back as soon as we possibly can.
We'll be back.
You turn the air down.
Well, you're half undressed, and I'm like dying.
You're free to go over here too.
Executive session.